Hello, I'm Dr. Emma Camp, a marine biologist and the team leader of the Future Reefs Program at UTS. Have you ever wondered what it takes to become a marine biologist? Today, I'll be answering your questions. Let's dive in. What is a marine biologist? A marine biologist is somebody who studies life in the oceans, the interactions between life in the ocean, but also how things like temperature, salinity, so abiotic parameters actually influence life in the ocean. What do I need to study to become a marine biologist? Having a foundation in key science subjects such as biology, chemistry, environmental science and ecology are great. For me, I did an undergrad in environmental science and then went on to study environmental management and business before doing a PhD in marine biology. But increasingly in my line of work, I experience people that have come from all different pathways, and so I would say that there is more than one way to become a marine biologist. What does a marine biologist do in their day-to-day work? The answer is it can be really variable. I can spend time in the office, I can spend time in the laboratory, I can spend time in the ocean studying and collecting samples for reefs. But I can also find myself in unusual situations such as undertaking public speaking events, meeting with people in government and industry talking about the value of reefs, and also working with communities to hear what their problems are and the solutions that they want science to address. What's the biggest misconception about being a marine biologist? People often say to me, you must spend all day in the water, and they have this idea of me and dolphins diving down. And I have seen dolphins, I have been fortunate enough to swim with dolphins, but it's a very small proportion of my work. And so actually that there's just a lot more to being a scientist, a lot more to being a marine biologist in our day-to-day activities, such as writing up the research, analysing the data, helping students, undertaking teaching, working with communities. All of these aspects actually make up the everyday job, which is a marine biologist. What different settings can a marine biologist work in? Marine biologists can have a really diverse work setting, so from an office, from a lab through to the field, and then even within the field you can have really diverse opportunities. So you could be out on boats for a prolonged period of time collecting open ocean data, or you could be based at a field station on a coral reef going out and collecting data. So I think for me, one of the things I love about marine biology is the diversity of opportunities that can exist for you. What skills are important for a marine biologist to have? They need to be resilient, they need to be patient, inquisitive. They also need to have the fundamental knowledge of reef biology, ocean systems, ocean chemistry. They're all really foundational. And then I think just having a love and passion to ask questions, to persevere and study those questions and have resilience to find those answers, I think make a really good marine biologist. What challenges do marine biologists face in their work? Marine biologists can face several challenges in their work, from securing funding to actually getting their research published to actually trying to communicate the challenges that our oceans are facing. It's a really challenging time for marine biologists and for coral scientists in particular, because we're studying a system that's under immense threat and immense change from climate change. And ultimately we risk losing the system that we're studying, at least as we know it, within our lifetime. And so we have to deal with those emotions, we have to deal with the uncertainty, but also use that to motivate us to use our abilities to help conserve the reefs to the best of our abilities. What's your top tip or best piece of advice for somebody who wants to become a marine biologist? Speak to people, to network, to make those connections, because ultimately that is how you're going to experience what marine biologists do, meet people to open doors and create the opportunities that are so fundamental to actually getting the job that you want. What do you wish you'd known when you'd started out as a marine biologist? I think I would wish that I knew it would be a non-linear path and that there would be ups and downs, but actually that's part of what makes a good scientist, is that you ride the ups and the downs, you learn from them, you build resilience, and ultimately that builds you as a person and ultimately allows you to be successful in a career. That's all the questions for today. If this got you interested, check out the UTS website and search marine biology to learn more about work in this field.